Congratulations again.
Take care of her, Jake.
Must be contagious.
What?
Well, one couple gets engaged, and the next thing you know, they're dropping like flies.
You know, I paid you $500 in advance to make sure that never happens.
You know, I hate to admit it, but I do believe I was wrong.
About what?
You and Julie. I thought you were only interested in her for what she could do for you. But as it turns out, you've obviously got a major Jones for this chick. Could it be love?
What do you know about love?
Plenty.
Right.
What, you don't believe me?
From what I've seen, you're incapable of having real feelings about anyone.
Daddy?
Yeah, baby.
I have another question.
Just one?
Will you ever be in love again?
Whoa. Where's that coming from?
Will you?
Well, I'm in love with a lot of people. I mean,
Like who?
well, there's Grandma, Grandpa, my friends, and there's somebody else. Who is it? Who?
Me.
That's right, you.
That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
You need to have Lucy like Kevin does. Or a grandma like Grandpa does, don't you?
You know, I should never have taught you how to speak.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, come on in. Give me a big hug. Tickle. Guess what? You're gonna get to meet Jagger soon.
Really?
Yes, he's coming to Port Charles for a visit.
Well, that's about time, huh?
Yeah.
How come he doesn't live here all the time?
Don't answer that.
Why not?
Well, because, there'll be like 10 more questions. Ever since I told her that we're giving Lucy and Kevin some time alone, there's been this barrage of questions about love. Like, who's in love, who's not in love, things like that.
I do not.
That's okay, because I like your questions. I find them very challenging.
I bet.
Daddy's getting in love with someone.
Really?
Well, this ought to be a good one.
I think he's starting to love you.
Hey, I thought you were done for the night.
Hell yeah.
Well, what are you doing? Go home and get some sleep.
Well, I started working on something before I went off duty. Just want to make sure it's finished. See ya.
See ya.
We can take it from here. Thanks.
Let's see what we got here. Blood pressure 92 over 50, pulse 98, respiration 12, so it looks like Cooper survived the episode.
Don't expect the interns to throw a party.
What I don't understand is why he went into full arrest. He's young, he's healthy, something is wrong here because he's not responsive to painful stimuli. The lab results we got back during the code indicate a glucose of 11, which it took 3 amps of D50 to bring his sugar back up.
Do you think his hypoglycemia caused a seizure and then
That
his arrest?
seems logical.
What?
Well, why would he suddenly become hypoglycemic? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Dr. Jones, I just heard about the code blue.
It's in the indication. It notes that he had a seizure before the accident. Was he loaded up on phenytoin in the ER?
No,
Why not?
it wasn't prescribed.
And who made that decision?
I did.
So you chose not to give Cooper the anti-seizure medication. What'd you base that on?
test results. The CAT scan and the blood work came back negative. There was no evidence of any abnormality. Even the EEG here in ICU is negative.
How do you justify the initial seizure?
As far as I'm concerned, there was no initial seizure.
Dr. Burgess, in your dictation, it
I know
says
what
right
I
here.
dictated, but I don't believe that's the full story.
Then what do you believe?
Greg Cooper faked his seizure.
Why would he do that?
He was being taken to a psychiatric evaluation, an evaluation that would probably render him fit to stand trial for Dr. Falk's murder. The seizure caused an accident that kept him from being evaluated. From where I sit, his only physical problem was a collapsed lung.
Would you excuse us for a minute?
Of course.
So let me ask you something. The second seizure, do you think he faked that too?
Obviously not.
Then did it occur to you that perhaps your initial diagnosis was incorrect?
Been worried about you.
Me?
Yeah, ever since Greg Cooper was brought in.
I'm okay now. I guess I kind of lost it when I first saw him in the ER.
You got it together, handled yourself fine, really. I just wish I could have been with you that night on the roof.
It's okay. Chris was there.
Right, I knew that.
I know my friendship with Chris bothers you.
Oh, no, it doesn't bother me. I hate it.
Because you don't like Chris.
Now, there is an understatement.
I admit he can be arrogant, but it's an act. Underneath the bravado, he's just as scared as the rest of us.
I gotta tell you, Julie, I think you're looking for something in that guy that just isn't there.
I get who he is. He reminds me of... This is hard. He reminds me of my brother.
Yeah, which one? From everything you told me, I can't imagine any of your brothers behaving like Chris Ramsey.
Sometimes people aren't always who they seem to be.
That is a very profound observation.
Hey! Hey! Take it to the Port Charles Hotel.
What's her problem? We're just dancing.
Without music.
I heard music.
You said you wanted to ask me something.
Did I say that?
You've forgotten because I've been jabbering nonstop ever since.
I didn't really forget.
Then ask away.
Well, I was thinking, you know, we've played basketball together and poker together and danced together. We've even kissed each other.
Yes, I know.
So now there's only one thing missing.
Uh-oh.
Our first date.
Didn't we do that?
No, not officially.
Oh.
So, Julie Morris, would you like to go out with me? And I don't mean on a hanging out together kind of a date. This is a come to the door with flowers, blow a week's salary at a place you can't afford kind of a date, like people used to do.
How romantic.
What do you say?
I accept. With pleasure.
Good work. You're an overwhelming success.
I can't help it if the forces of love are stronger than I am.
You didn't even try.
It must hurt having your poor little heart trampled on. But then I wouldn't know about that, being incapable of human emotions myself. Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
Hey, I handed you $500 in good faith.
That was your first mistake.
Where are you going?
There's nothing in this place for me.
Hey, I'm here and you owe me.
Forget it, Chris, okay? I'm a doctor, not a hitman. It's a beautiful moon out there. Kind of night anything can happen.
What grade were you in?
I was in third. It would have been bad enough moving to a new neighborhood in September. But in March, I felt for sure that no one would play with me.
How come?
Well, you know how it is. It's the middle of the school year, you know.
Everybody's already friends?
Yep. But you'll be starting Charles Street Elementary School from the very first day. So you'll be fine. Boy, I was terrified, though.
I wish Daddy had been there with you.
He would have been there if he could have. You know what happened to me on that first day? It was a beautiful spring morning. I walked into the schoolyard. I looked around, and a little girl came up to me and asked me my name, and by recess, we were best friends.
I have a best friend.
You do?
Sisters can be best friends, can't they?
Yes, they can. Come here. Come here, you.
Does anybody want any ice cream?
We do.
Yes.
Do you like chocolate?
That's my favorite.
Mine too. Rainbow sprinkles.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna go down the corner. I'll be back.
Okay.
What should we do with that one?
Uh-oh, put it down.
Just put it down. Is this where you sleep?
Yep, it sure is.
Cool.
Hey, come here. Let me ask you something. What you said before about your dad liking me.
He's your dad too.
Right. Did you really mean that?
I didn't say he likes you. I said he loves you.
You did, didn't you? You said, our dad, Scott, loves me.
Hey, you still here?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Still here.
Listen, unfinished business. Burgess or Cooper?
There's some fresh coffee over there, man.
So I guess you heard Dr. Jones took the almighty Burgess to the mat, huh? I just remembered I got some labs I have to take care of.
Did you hear what he said?
Yeah, I heard what he said. Doesn't bother me.
Well, I was there when you treated Cooper. You covered every medical base and concluded that the guy had faked his seizure. So why are you letting yourself take the hit?
What do you want?
Nothing.
Did you make this coffee?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Thank you.
I lost objectivity with Cooper. And instead of acknowledging it, I continued to treat him, even though my feelings may have clouded my good judgment.
You name one doctor around here that wouldn't have feelings about that creep. I mean, somebody had to treat him.
That's not the point. I should have been twice as careful. I should have called in a consulting neurologist. I shouldn't have given up until every possibility was ruled out.
You did your best in a very difficult situation.
Tell that to Greg Cooper. If I caused him harm, there could very well...
We just got the results of Greg Cooper's test.
You've been a busy girl.
Don't do that. You scared me to death.
Little late night shopping? Look at that. 14 smackaroos a pound. Did my money pay for this?
You still got a bargain.
How do you figure that?
$500 for me to keep my mouth shut around Julie is an incredible deal.
We had an agreement, Eve.
What are you going to do? Report me? Oh, yeah, I can just hear it now. Officer, I gave this woman $500 to lie, cheat, and manipulate, and she refuses to cooperate. Yeah, that'll go over real big.
Don't mess with me.
Poor little rich boy. So used to getting everything you want. You just can't handle the fact that Julie's fallen for someone else. Take my advice. Love ain't worth it. Ow!
And you take mine. Don't make me your enemy. Because eventually you'll want something. And I'll make sure you don't get it.
Ice cream.
She fell asleep right after you left.
Oh, she must have just been exhausted.
Want to go out on the patio?
Yeah, sure. Well, here you go. Chocolate with sprinkles.
Oh, yummy, thank you.
I guess I'll have to have a second one.
Oh, darn.
You know, it's kind of funny.
What?
I'm buying you your first ice cream cone, and you're already a doctor.
It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
So, what did it feel like when you first found out about me?
I was mad.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No. I was mad because I just didn't understand why your mother never told me about this. I mean, all the time that she worked for me, nothing. Then when she finally did tell me, you know, she sent me this letter, and I was in Canada, and I was raising Serena. And, you know, it turns out that not a bad father, and, well, at least I think I'm okay, and I might have been a good father to you, had I known, but we'll never know. I'll never know what it would have been like, you know, and that's what really makes me mad. But I sent you that letter, and I gave you that stupid check. And
No, that's okay.
I wish I could have been there the day that you were so scared at school.
I wish you could have been there, too.
Well, there's nothing we can do about the past. But I'm here now.
I'm glad.
Greg Cooper is still non-responsive, but as we discussed, there's no apparent pathology.
What about an adverse reaction to medication?
I'm more inclined to believe it's one of two things: brain hypoxia when he arrested, or the hypoglycemia that could have caused him to arrest.
A condition I failed to diagnose when he was first brought in.
That's right.
I will call in a specialist and have some more tests.
It won't be
ordered.
necessary.
But how else can we decide?
It's not necessary because I'm taking you off the case as of right now. I will talk to Cooper's family.
Dr. Burgess,
there's no reason for you to lose your mind, 'cause I've seen something that's gonna change our time. If I could, I'd make you understand. If I